From the outside, people thought Emma and I had the perfect marriage. We had the nice house, the weekend barbecues, the Instagram photos with forced smiles that fooled everyone. But behind those glossy pictures was a slow, creeping rot that I never truly understood until the day everything came crashing down. Emma had a way of twisting things. If she forgot to pick me up from work, it was my fault for not reminding her. If she overspent on the credit card, I was too controlling for asking questions. And when I noticed her staying out later and later after work events, somehow I became the insecure husband who never trusted her. She was painting me into a corner, brick by brick, with her narrative. I was the villain. She was the victim. It escalated when she started telling her friends and even her family that I was cold, distant, maybe even emotionally abusive. I couldn't believe the words I was hearing when whispers came back to me through mutual acquaintances. Me? Abusive? I worked my hands raw to provide for us. I cooked, cleaned, and supported her career. But every argument we had, every doubt I voiced, she spun it into another stroke of her canvas where I was the monster ruining her life. I might have believed I was going crazy, if not for one mistake she made. One evening, she left for a late client dinner. Something in my gut told me not to buy it. When she rushed out the door, she accidentally left her gym bag behind. It fell open, and tucked inside was a second phone. Not her regular iPhone, the one she always guarded like a hawk, but an older model. Curious, I switched it on. No password. My hands shook as I scrolled through it. Dozens of messages, photos, and call logs, none of which were innocent. The phone was her secret world. And in that world, there was a man named Ryan. Messages between them weren't just casual, they were intimate, filthy, and mocking of me. He thinks I'm at work again, face with tears of joy, you'd think he'd catch on by now. Another one, he's so pathetic. Can't wait to be in your bed tonight instead of his. My stomach churned. All those nights she painted me as paranoid, as controlling, it was cover for her affair. She was gaslighting me, rewriting reality so that if I ever accused her, I'd look like the jealous, toxic husband. But this phone? It was her undoing. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I documented everything, took photos, backed up texts, logged call histories. I knew she'd deny it if I simply accused her. I needed proof, not just for myself, but for anyone she had already poisoned with her lies. The breaking point came at a family dinner. Emma sat across from me, laughing with her sister, when she suddenly brought up, "Sometimes I feel like I can't even breathe in my own home. He gets so angry, so controlling." Her eyes flicked toward me, searching for a reaction. My blood boiled, but I stayed silent. I let her dig the hole deeper. Her family's faces turned toward me, some with concern, some with judgment. She was laying the groundwork, painting me as the villain in front of witnesses. That's when I calmly pulled my phone from my pocket. I had synced the secret phone's contents to mine. I opened the gallery and slid it across the table. "Funny," I said. "Because Ryan doesn't think I'm controlling. He thinks I'm pathetic." The blood drained from her face. Her sister picked up the phone, eyes widening as photo after photo revealed Emma in intimate poses with another man, time-stamped on nights she swore she was working late. The room fell silent except for the sharp intake of breath from her mother. Emma stammered, tried to snatch the phone, but it was too late. The lies she'd so carefully woven were unraveling in real time. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. The evidence screamed louder than I ever could. Her family turned their questions on her, but she had no answers. Just tears and sputtered excuses. "It wasn't like that. I didn't mean. You don't understand," but everyone did understand. She wasn't the victim. She wasn't the hero of her story. She was the one who betrayed and manipulated, and her secret phone had painted the truth in bold, undeniable strokes. That night, I told her it was over. She begged me not to leave, claimed she'd been lonely, that Ryan meant nothing, that we could work through this. But I had already made up my mind. She hadn't just cheated on me physically, she'd tried to destroy my character, my reputation, my sanity. She wanted me to be the villain so she could justify her betrayal. And I wasn't going to let her win that narrative. The divorce wasn't pretty. She tried, at first, to twist the story in court, but my evidence left no room for doubt. Her lies crumbled under the weight of screenshots, call logs, and time-stamped photos. What was left was a hollow woman whose web of deceit had trapped only herself. Months later, I heard through the grapevine that Ryan moved on quickly. He never wanted her in the first place, just the thrill of someone else's wife. She was left alone, the mask ripped off, the sympathy gone. Her attempts to paint me as the villain had backfired spectacularly. And me? I walked away with my head high. I had lost a wife, but I had gained clarity. Sometimes the people closest to us don't just betray us, they rewrite the story to make themselves look better. But the truth, no matter how carefully hidden, always finds a way out. Emma's secret phone didn't just expose her affair, it exposed her lies, her manipulations, her attempt to make me the bad guy. In the end, she destroyed herself. Because villains don't always wear dark cloaks. Sometimes they wear wedding rings.